On 1st January 2012, A sells goods to B for rupees 1000 on credit basis and B accepts a bill for rupees 1000 for 3 months. And on 1st February 2012, A sent the bill to bank for discounting and the discounting charges were rupees 20, and on due date the bill was dishonored and noting charges were rupees 50. So do you know who was the holder of the bill on due date? It was bank. So who will go to the court and pay noting charges? Bank will pay rupees 50 as noting charges and immediately recover this money from A. Because bank has got the account in his hands, I am to say account of A. So on the due date, if the bank doesn't receive money from B, immediately bank will reduce the balance of A with the amount of bill and noting charges, means total 1050. So what will be the journal entry? In the books of A, B to sales rupees 1000, BR to B rupees 1000 on the same date. And on 1st February 2012, what will you do? Because you have sold the bill to bank, it's a sort of selling of bill, means you have given the bill to bank and got 980. So 980, you won't get cash from bank because bank has got account, your account in his branch. So bank will immediately deposit 980 in your account. So journal entry will be bank account debit 980, discount account debit 20 to BR account rupees 1000. Bank account debit 980, it means the bank balance has gone up by rupees 980, and discount account debit, debit all expenses and losses, to BR account, means bill is gone, rupees 1000. Then on due date 4th April 2012, you get the intimation from bank that the bill is dishonored. When you get this information, so what will you do? You will immediately debit B by total amount. Total amount means the amount of bill and noting charges. I mean to say 1050. To bank, rupees 1050. To bank account means 1050 is gone from your account. Because on due date, bank needs money. If bank receives money from B, then it's okay. Otherwise, bank will recover this money from your account. To bank account means your money is gone. 1050, because your bank account has been credited. Credit what goes out. Your bank balance has gone out. So to bank account. So what will be the narration? Being bill was discounted with bank and got dishonored on due date. Now B's account in your books, I mean to say ledger of B. B was debited 1000 on 1st January, so come on debit side, to sales rupees 1000. Then B was credited on 1st January, so on credit side by BR 1000. Then on 1st February, nothing to do with A. On 4th of April, B was debited by 1050. So debit B account, what will be the narration? To bank account 1050. So by balance CD 1050, total 2050 on both sides. So what will be the journal entries in the books of B? On 1st January, purchases account debit to A 1000 rupees. On 1st January, A to BP rupees 1000. On 1st February, you got the information from A that bill has been sent to bank for discounting purpose. So you have nothing to do with this situation. No journal entry. But on 4th April 2012, it was due date. You couldn't go to bank to pay off the bill. So what will you do? Your journal entry will be the reverse of accepting bill. I mean to say BP to A. And plus you have to debit noting charges, because noting charges will be borne by you. Always drawee bears the expenditure of noting charges. So overall journal entry will be noting charges account debit 50, BP account debit 1000, to cash account 1050. So in this way you have completed the journal entry and ledger posting. So let's recapitulate what were the journal entries in all situations. In first situation, the bill was retained by A himself. And on the dishonoring of bill, what was done by A? B debit 1050 to BR to cash 1050, means B was debited by total amount. And what was the journal entry of B? Noting charge debit, BP debit to A 50, 1000 and 1050. In the second situation, the bill was sent to bank for collection. So what was the journal entry in the books of A? B to bill for collection to bank account 1050, 1000 and then 50. And what was the journal entry of B? That's the same standard journal entry. Noting charge debit 50, BP debit 1000 to A 1050. Then next situation was the bill was sent to bank for discounting. So what was the journal entry at the time of dishonor in the books of A? B to bank 1050. And what was the journal entry of B? Noting charge debit 50, BP debit 1000 to A 1050. Means whatever the situation, the journal entry of B is the same. And the next situation was bill was endorsed to C. So what was the journal entry by A on the date of maturity due to dishonoring? B to C 1050. And what was the journal entry of B? Noting charges debit, BP debit to A. The same amounts 50, 1000 and 1050. So one thing you must have noticed that whenever there is dishonoring of bill, B is debited by 1050 in all four situations. You can see B has been debited by rupees 1050 in every situation. When the bill is with himself, then the journal entry was to BR to cash. When the bill was sent for collection, then the journal entry was to bill for collection to bank. When the bill was sent to bank for discounting, then it was to bank. When the bill was sent to C as endorsement, then it was to C. But what was B doing? He was passing the same journal entry in every situation. And that journal entry was BP to A plus noting charges debit.